Hey everyone, I'm back to do another video. So here we are. Got the motor here, well, locked and all that. Got the old rod taken out of the piston here, and got the new one. Let me bring this over just a little bit here. There we go. Figured I'd keep it in the bag here, keep any kind of dust and dirt off of it and whatnot. So, got this one here, and of course, it's here for it. So, got that in. Let's see. Got the plastic gauge for it as well. Had to go out today and get a little socket set because I didn't have the right socket. Now I do. So got that. Let's see. Got the bearing put back on it. I figured that was a good idea. Gooped it up with a bunch of oil, dripping all over the damn place. So, got that. Over here, got the vise. I'll bring that up. There we go. Got the vise, and I'm gonna dust it off. it's looking pretty dusty and full of metal shavings and whatnot. So, oh yeah, which also reminds me, check this out. Hold on a sec. Let me grab the other rod here. Now, I was thinking myself, what's the measurement between right here, without the bearing sleeves in there, but between here and here. Now this one here actually has the bearing sleeves in it, but so I measured it. Let's see if you guys can see that there. That's where what it came out to, okay? So I measured this one, and that's a measurement on it. Then, and it fits snug, not tight, but snug. Then I measured this one. Now this one here, I don't know if you can see, but hear that? Just a little itty bitty bit of play. Now I probably won't pick it up on camera because everything's shining off of it, but you can kind of see how it moves back and forth? That's just the slightest bit of gap right there. So I was thinking, that's good. Now, probably think, oh, well, that's not, well, it's actually pretty normal, I guess. I mean, that'd be my guess, pretty darn normal. Even if it isn't normal, for me, it comes out good, because I shaved down the block a bit, a little bit more than what I probably should have. Brought it to about 75 thousandths of an inch. So I'm guessing that might be a little bit much. Well, actually, probably not. Actually, now that I think about it, it's probably not that much, But just to be on the safe side, I was thinking to myself, well, the piston, when it goes up to top dead center, it's not all the way flush. There's just the tiniest little, bit of space, that where it's still inside the piston. So, Once it gets up to the very top, I mean, it hasn't actually gotten to the very top to where it's flush. It just sits right under, just a hair under. So I figured, all right, well, now it's going to be sitting a little bit lower. But that's not bad either. That's not all bad. So I figured, you know what? That can work. That can work. Because another thing that also crossed my mind when I was doing my measurements and whatnot, I also got the camshaft in. All right, so measuring the other one, I don't have the measurements on hand of exactly what it was, but the lobes here, the how tall they are. What the heck is it called? Well, you know what I mean. How tall they are. Just a hair taller than the other ones. The lift. That's what it's called. The lift is just a hair taller. So it will basically make it so that this here, the little bit shortness of this, well, these lobes make up for that. So the way I shaved it down everything should come out just about right, just where I want it, at about 75 thousandths of an inch. So that actually works out pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is, now I haven't done this before with the plastic gauge and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera so I can go ahead, get the vise cleaned up, get this set up and all that, and get these here put in. These here are easy. They're so simple. Get my torque wrench set up. Right now it's at bottom here. I got another torque wrench, bigger one. I've been breaking that in a little here, a little there. I'm going to use this one. This one is of decent quality. You know, pretty good quality. So I'm going to use this one. It's small, but it can handle exactly what I need it to handle. So I'll be using this one instead of the bigger Harbor Freight one, which I don't trust that one. I just don't. I watched some videos on that, and it's, you know, no, I'm good. So I'm gonna go off camera, get this stuff set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, so that took a little bit of time. So got the vise cleaned up. I already got it installed for the most part. It was a real pain. I got on the Gray Goat on his YouTube channel and watched him exactly how he was doing it. And you know what? I ended up doing what he said not to do. But I didn't go very far with what he said not to do. When I figured out that I had the billet rod in upside down, well, I had to go and take it and pull it up, which isn't, it's not hard, it's easy. It's actually an easy thing to do. Pull it out, pull out the little clip, then just pull out that sleeve and flip it over and make sure everything's clean, of course. Put everything back together, slide it back in, blah, blah, blah. I'm making it sound a little easier than what it actually is, but it's all good. So I got that in, and I'm about to go ahead and tighten it down. I already did the plastic gauge. Came out to, what was it, 2/1000 of it, of an inch, or no, 3/1000 of an inch, which is just about right. You know, it's not too tight, not too loose, blah blah blah. It's, you know, not bad. So, I mean, it, you know, technically not bad. So right now I got it set at 50, not foot pounds, but inch pounds. Let's see, let me get it right there. There it is. All right, 50. So I start out at 50, and just have them in there kind of finger snug. So I want to tighten them up until I feel the pressure, and then there's that one. There's that one. Okay, go up 20 inch pounds. That'd be up to 70. Right here. And hold on to that so we don't jump around. There's 70. Hold on. There we go. Sorry guys. All right. Bring it up to 90. Let's see. Right. Huh. Right there. And you got to get yourselves one of these little guys. These here are pretty nice, you know. Instead of having the little bolt down here, it's spring loaded right there. Actually pretty nice. You pull it in and turn it. So I was at 90, so I'll go to 110. There. Yeah. And then they're at 130. And then 250. And this isn't foot pounds, this is inch pounds. Of course, anybody that's done anything like this already knows that, but anybody that hasn't done anything like this, well, they might be thinking, well, And last one, all the way up to the top. This here will, it shows 150 at the top, but actually the top is 170. There. And with this, check this real quick. Yeah, that's good. Now with this here, all right, if you use, I think the Grey Ghost had Molly lube or Molly something anyhow. Then you bring the inch pounds to 150 inch pounds. But if you're using like motor oil, you know, kind of like what I'm using, then you bring it up to 170 inch pounds. So for anyone that's like, I heard something else, well, there's two different ways of doing it. It depends on what you're using on the threads to tighten it. If you're using that Molly, whatever it is, then 150. But if you're using motor oil, then 170. So there's the difference. Okay. So I got that part there in, and for the most part, it seems to be doing pretty good. Yep. I want to check my clearance here real quick. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there we go. And from what I can see, it is clear. It's, you know, now this one, this is where things, you know, got interesting when I was going through this. It seemed like the head was already shaved, and let me pull this out of the tripod so I can, well, actually, let me just lower the tripod, and bring that down. I'll bring it down more. Now, what I want to do, let me see if I can do this. No, I cannot do that. So I am going to pull this. Normally I could pinch it and it'll just zoom right in, but let's see. Yeah, I guess right here. And bring it over to right about there. See, right in here, this plate right here, the bolt, it has a notch in it for that bolt there to slide right through it. I was like, well, that's interesting. I mean, it already comes pre-ready for you to beef it up. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let me go ahead and get you guys back on the old tripod here. And believe me, this tripod is old. This thing looks like it's from 1980s or something. It's pretty old. All aluminum. You know, it's pretty decent. I like it. I like old stuff like that. So, yeah, that part there is good. Next, let me go ahead and set this down, and seeing how they're like, well, when you put in lifters, just bring it forward like so. Well, I have this hose attached on there, so I don't want to mess that up, so I'm going to have that at an angle, and I'll just hold on to that. It makes it a little bit more difficult, but you know, hey, let me go ahead and just shoot some oil on there. Now, being very generous with this oil, I want to make sure everything is very, very well lubed. That's good. Oh yeah, that slides nicely. Slides nicely. Very good. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Let me get this timing here. That little timing dot, where are you? me see. Now that one goes in there. That will go there, which means that dot would be right over here on the, oh, that's why. I still have the little sleeve part on there. Oh, where can I find it? All right, now where are you? Okay. Probably be easier to get a paper towel and wipe that off, but I'm not going to. Okay. There you are. Or right there. Okay. So I need to bring that. And basically, lining, there's a dot here, and there's a dot here. Now, I'm not using the counterweight. I did away with that. You know, not needed for what I'm doing here. But right above that on this gear, there's that dot right there. It's a little round dot with a line, not like this one. This one here is like a black dot. This one here is a circle with a line on top of it, basically showing you exactly where it's at. And you want to line that up with the hole here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Where this here slides in, you want to line this dot as good as possible with that one, or at least that's what they say to do. I don't know. I guess it's just the easiest way to do it, I suppose. Okay. Go ahead and rotate that. Okay. Alrighty. Make sure that this goes in there nice. Yep. Okay. So now that's on there. Okay. Make sure that thing meshes well. Seems like it. Yep. Okay. That's a plus. Yeah, I'm starting to think that this is going really, really easy, and something is bound to mess up. Okay, let's see. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Oh. Ah, yeah, I almost forgot. I'm gonna put plenty of oil all over this. I almost forgot to do that. Oh yeah, generous amount of goop and all sorts of good stuff all over that. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, let's see, we try that again. Okay. Okay, so I got that together. Got it all oiled up. Got that put in. I guess the next thing with this here, well, a sec, with the head here. Bring this over so you guys can see it better. There we are. All right, so I'll hook these up. Hook up that. Of course, I need to wait for the sanding compound to come in. That should be here Thursday. It's more of a paste than liquid form. Basically, what you do with that is you just add water and it turns into a liquid form. And need to get that and use that on the valves and the flywheel, so I get a better seat on all of it. Then I have to put on the 50-pound valve springs, put the roller rockers back on, see if the push rods that I have are the right size. I think they are, but if they're not, then I'll have to order another set. And let's see, after that, little loose odds and ends, and then I guess toss it back in the bike and see if it'll run. Right? Not a bad idea. So right now, I think it's about time to look how nice and pretty that is. That's inside, and that's outside. So beautiful. All right, let's see. What did I do with that? Oh, there it is, way over here. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna shoot some oil down up in there. And I'm not going to put the gasket maker on here yet, because I still might have to take it off again to do some adjustments if anything's wrong. But for right now, just to make sure that everything is going to be working fine, I will put it on. Let's see, there we go. And let me move that around a little. Let's see. Oh, I know. I have these, hold on a sec, let me, see which one it is here. These here. These are to, so you can pop the cover off so you don't have to bang the crap out of it. I got a little piece of something in there. There we go. So anyhow, you tighten them up and it kind of pulls it off for you. So I need to back this out a bit. And this one here, there's two of them. So you just, and behind these little Allen pins here, these screws, is those pins that go, that I guess for lining it up, I suppose, for lining it up. Anyhow, these here push against those and pops it out. They're solid, not tube-like. Like a lot of the other ones that I've seen. Let's see. Now, oh, okay. So let me go ahead. There we are. Now, technically, that. Where's there it is? Just need there we are. Rubber mallet comes in real handy. All right, so we'll go ahead. Let's see, sorry. Wipe some of that off before I put these on. Let's see which one of these is for this. Ah, there we are. So anyhow, put that on. There we go. So yeah, this motor's actually turning out pretty darn decent. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, let me bring this down a little bit for y'all. There you are. It's turning out pretty good. and seeing how about a year ago I didn't know how to do any of this. I had no clue. I always had my neighbor Marcos, you know, help me out with adjusting the valve lash. You know, I didn't know how to do that either. You know, and finally I just like knuckled down. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna learn how to do that damn valve lash. Can't keep calling that poor guy over here every time I just get a wild hair up my butt and decide to take apart the rockers. So finally, you know, figured that out, and then once I figured that out, you think it stopped there? Oh no, oh no, no. Mm-mm. Then I ended up getting this cover, and I was like, I can do more. And I was like, started doing a little bit of research on this, a little bit of research on that, and I was like, ooh, this is like a model of, you know, well, a model. Yeah. You know, just like building a world-class downhill mountain bike, you know. Once you know how everything goes together and know where to get all the parts, it's, you know, not all that complicated. Same thing. It's not all that complicated. I mean, it can be. It can be very complicated. These motors, oh yeah. Yeah, they can be extremely complicated by far. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to tighten this down just a little bit, all the way around. Not like crazy tight, but tight. And then I'll, of course, turning this by hand isn't exactly always easy. Even before I did this work, it was easier when I had the flywheel on it. Then I could turn it over no problem. I could just, you know. But yeah. So, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Actually, it's easier when I have. Let me grab it real quick. Where is it? It's up on the wall here somewhere. Oh. Parts galore. Let's see. Looking for. Could use that, but no. Oh. Dust on my face. Go figure. Okay. So, figured I'd use this here. Just put it on there just a little bit. Of course, I won't be actually using this here. I'll be using a much better, much more expensive one. Okay, so turning it like this. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, yeah. That feels nice. That feels real nice. No dings, no catching, no nothing. Shoot. That feels good. That feels real good. Yeah. Put that down there. So, there's that. Oh, shoot, I'm happy with that. I'm pretty darn happy with that. For now, just so the inside of that, let me grab another paper towel. Boy, my desk getting all cluttered with paper towels. Have this paper towel dispenser because, you know, I'm always in here and I'm always doing a project. So I got myself one of those paper towel dispensers that you would see in like a restaurant bathroom or something like that, commercial bathroom. Got one of those and comes in handy. because otherwise you burn through paper towel like crazy fast. So, all right. Anyhow, what I'm gonna do, go nice and clean that turned out. I mean, that's good. Yeah, that's that's really nice. So, I'm gonna put this on so I don't risk a bunch of dirt getting in there. And I'm not gonna put the bolts in. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna place that on there. That way it stays nice and safe. All right, guys, so for now, that's as far as I'm going on it until I get the rest of the stuff in. Basically, the grinding compound. I think there's one other thing. I'm not sure. But once I get the grinding compound and whatever else that might be coming in that I can't remember, then I'll pick up, and start I don't know, part 2, part 3, I don't know, what part is this now? I've been showing you guys a little bit of this and that with this motor for, I don't know, 2, 3 videos? Something like that, I don't know. Maybe 2. Not sure, can't remember. I'd have to go back and look. I do so many videos and but yeah, stay tuned. Thursday I should have the grinding compound and something else. There's another thing comes in on Thursday, and then I'll go ahead and mix up the batch of the grinding compound, and then I'll start the next video on this build. Now this is the Duramax 440, 18 horsepower. Now, of course, now I don't even know what it is. It's a Duramax something. I don't know. Duramax something, right? So, there we go. So far, so good. Guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe. Leave a comment if you'd like. And I will talk to y'all later. It's getting so late.